First of all, do not come to our
That, kids, is how we build a prison industry in a country that isn't the US. I know the intended point of that video is to scare, people from coming to the US or to chase the undocumented out. What that movie video really is creating a thriving prison industry in El Salvador. I wonder how American prison guards feel about that. Because, there's the American prison guards, there's the people who build the prisons, there's the people who maintain the prisons, the food service, the health service, the whatever local restaurants around the prisons that benefit from, American workers going to an American prison. At the price of $6 million, plus a $1 million flight, so $7 million to take 200 lacking in due process individuals to El Salvador, America paid $7 million. Plus, she's there now, so we consume like another $1 million for this PR tour she's on. Also, do you see the dead-eye stare of those guys behind the bar? And the fact that she's surrounded by like 40 officers? You better hope none of them know how to pick a lock when you're not looking. But also, the secondary industry you're creating in El Salvador for all the attorneys, all the lawyers, all the media, all the civil rights individuals that are flying down to El Salvador to try to get these lacking in due process individuals out. So El Salvador at this point is like, I don't know, $10 million in, probably building more prisons for the more people we capture and send over. You're telling me you couldn't find a warehouse somewhere in the US to just put these 200 detainees? And I get that you might not want to put them in a prison. Somebody will be like, hey, they're in Alcatraz. The price of a warehouse rental and a couple guards, you could have kept these individuals in the US, saved American taxpayers $6 million. These detainees would be in just as miserable conditions, not stuck in El Salvador, while you take jobs and industry away from the American prison system. Because that's what you're advertising. If you come into the US and we catch you, we're going to help El Salvador make money, and Americans are going to pay for it. Explain to me how that's America first, American jobs, American industry. You're telling me nowhere in the US prison system could you guys have found room for 200 detainees. Don't you guys have facilities down at the border for the last time you played this game? It's $10 million to El Salvador to fix a problem. Do you see how the Doge math ain't dogin'? I know that wasn't the intended purpose of your video, but that was just a big, huge middle finger to the American prison system, was it not? That for-profit, multi-billion-dollar industry? Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of comfort to all the prison guards of America who are working for shit wages, risking their lives every day. I'm sure they feel really great about that. They definitely wouldn't want more pay.